Hey everybody, Jim Chester coming to you live here from the Genesis Pediatric Conference out here in East Brunswick, New Jersey. I have Chad Leo here with me of Veritas Farms. We're going to talk about what it means to have quality control in this hemp industry. As you guys know, we're being inundated with this information, so you're going to help me decode some of this, the ideas around it, and you're going to talk to me a little bit about the luncheon that you provided here today. And just welcome to the show, man.
Thanks for having me. It's really an honor to be on the show. I know you talk with a lot of great people, so it's great for me to be here.
Yeah, man. I saw this guy present today, and I was just like, if I can get him to talk to you guys about marketing a little bit and about the knowledge base that you have about, running a farm and running a high-quality controlled business, let's just share with them a little bit about what you covered today at the luncheon.
Yeah, absolutely. So within the hemp-based industry and with CBD and so forth, you really have to identify quality products. But how do you do that? It's such a new industry. There's so many companies out there. How can you really tell what is the best quality product out there? And first thing you need to really know is what type of full spectrum hemp oil or what type of CBD oil is there. There's different types of CBD oils that not a lot of people know about. So identifying, is it full spectrum? Is it broad spectrum? Is it an isolate? Is it hemp seed oil, which has no CBD in it? So there really is a checklist when it goes down to what type of CBD oil is it. Is it sourced in the U.S.? Are you getting organic hemp sourced in the U.S. versus international, which doesn't have nearly as many standards as far as what you can and can't do with your hemp products. Certificate of analysis, making sure that you have a third-party lab that shows the breakdown of cannabinoids in all of your products, and to know that it's past the heavy metals and the mold testing and the pesticide testing as well. And then lastly, is it right for your practice? Is it right for something that your patients are wanting or demanding for that matter, and having the right information in order to deliver value for them, whether it's something you want to offer or not. They're going to have questions.
Yeah, and I know that it's kind of right now the wild, wild west of the hemp industry. Right. So why does it matter to you to have a reputable company that can actually deliver the goods?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, you're really wanting patients or you're wanting customers that want natural solutions, and they don't want any type of fillers in their products. They don't want to have the wool pulled over their eyes as far as what type of products they actually are, and they want people to be transparent about their company and care. And that's what makes your brand, really. It's the same thing with a chiropractic practice. You want to deliver the most natural healing that you possibly can, and you don't want to be any type of person that is going to shade the way that you do things or offer suggestions that aren't healthy for your patient.
Mm-hmm. So I love my team, and I bet you do too.
Sure.
So I'm going to throw a quick shout out to my team. Thank you, Chiro Hustle team, for working so hard for everything that we do to promote chiropractic and to keep the free speech alive and well in this beautiful profession. And I'll let you throw a nice shout out to your team as well.
Yeah, of course. I really appreciate our team. We're doing something great, and we continue to break through the noise and really, be the truth tellers in the industry about what it is and how to, make sure that everybody has a natural, healthy alternative.
So let's talk about some of these challenges. I saw you talk earlier about like the opiate epidemic.
Sure.
So how is the CBD industry helping curb that?
Right, yeah, I think it really comes down to, with the opioid crisis, people are so tired of having these side effects that are, potentially helping them deal with their everyday ailments or chronic illnesses, whatever the case may be. But the side effects are just terrible with it, and people don't want to feel like that anymore. And so, with a hemp-based solution, there's a lot of natural properties that come into the product that allows them to have the same effects without the nasty side effects that you get with it. So it's all about healing from the inside, and it's all about healing in a way that allows you to carry on positively with your life and not necessarily have to deal with all these nasty side effects. So that's the biggest part is just being truly healthy.
And let's talk about that plant-based medicine.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing what type of plant-based medicine comes from the cannabis plant, hemp, and other things like medical marijuana and so forth. But we are a hemp company, so I'll stick with hemp. But there's so many different properties within the entire hemp plant. You have hemp seed oil, which doesn't have the cannabinoids, but it also has rich in omega-3s and 6s and one of the healthiest seeds you can possibly eat out there. That's why you see a lot of hemp protein powders and things like that. It's very nutritious. You can make over 250 different products with plants, or with a hemp plant. And so, all the different cannabinoids, not just CBD. There's in full spectrum hemp oil, there's CBN, CBG, CBC. All those cannabinoids have really great properties to them as far as living a natural and healthy life.
One of the words that I heard you say earlier, because I paid real close attention to your presentation, was a word called terpenes. I have zero idea what the hell that is.
Terpenes is actually, so it occurs in every single plant that's growing out there, and it's actually an oil residue that comes off of the leaves that gives that plant distinct flavors or tastes or smells. So each plant has a different combination of terpenes, but they also have a lot of beneficial properties as well, just like the cannabinoids inside of a plant. So a normal potato plant is going to have certain types of terpenes. A normal plant that you see in the forest is going to have terpenes. And it just really depends on the combination and what type it is that is going to actually add to the whole synergy of the entire plant.
Another cool thing that I heard you talk about earlier, because I like I said, I paid deep attention to what you're saying. One of the things you said was about full spectrum, and it's a full spectrum type solution for the CBD.
Right.
So tell us what full spectrum is.
Yeah, so full spectrum means that we're extracting all the cannabinoids out of the plant and not just isolating the CBD compound. There's been multiple studies that have shown that when you extract the entire cannabinoid profile out of the plant and all those flavonoids and terpenes and phytonutrients that come from the plant, they work synergistically in an effect called the entourage effect. And it's a greater lasting benefits and a more peaked amount of benefits than just using CBD isolated by itself.
And see, that's just it. This guy is doing the work. He's in the trenches, as we say in chiropractic. And you came here to work with the chiropractic industry.
Right.
Why is chiropractic such a good industry to marry with the CBD hemp industry?
Sure. Yeah, it's a great question. Chiropractic has always been a natural solution and one that everybody can really get a lot of answers for and not feel like they're always put in a healthcare system that pressures them to narcotics or prescription drugs, and it's really functional medicine to make somebody truly healthy and not just put a Band-Aid on it. So with a hemp-driven CBD product, a full-spectrum hemp oil product marries perfectly with chiropractic because they're both natural solutions and they want to fix the problem and not necessarily put a Band-Aid on the problem.
And let's talk a little bit about like Legalese, because I know everybody's out there like, well, if I start selling this type of product in my office, what are the ramifications, or are there any?
Sure, yeah. You absolutely would need to check with your board of examiners and just make sure that within your state the legalities are set to where if you cannot sell, what you can do in your practice. As far as a business standpoint, with the farm bill coming into play, it federally is legal for any CBD product 0.3% THC or lower to be shipped across all 50 states. So it really just depends from your state legalities wise in your board of examiners if it's allowed in your practice to sell.
So last question, what sets your product apart from somebody else's product, or maybe if they can go to like, I don't know, I don't even know where you can buy the stuff at, but what sets your product apart from other types of products?
Sure, I would say our vertical integration is our biggest factor. Within the CBD industry, I would say 80 to 85% of companies out there actually just wholesale their oil from farms that extract and deliver their oil to all these different providers. And so most of these companies out there are just sales and marketing companies. With Veritas Farms, we're vertically integrated. We do everything from our farm, from grow all the way through to shipping and manufacturing. So there's no middleman, and our quality of our product is consistent and very, very high. And we want to make sure that is known in the industry. And so not only are we vertically integrated, but we're also publicly traded. So we have to be transparent in everything we do. And our product is of the highest quality. There's not many people that can say they own their own farm, do everything from the farm, and have no middleman.
So let me ask you one more question. What is your big why, and why did you decide to follow this vision?
I've always been an advocate for cannabis, and it's just for so long it's just had such a stigma on it when nobody was actually doing the real research or seeing if there's any alternative benefits without making a ton of money within the pharmaceutical range. So the why has always been there for me. It's giving a natural solution to people that want to feel better and not necessarily have to cave to these different pain medications or things that are really going to make them terrible in the long run. And so it's really about being truly healthy and obviously making sure that people have alternatives.
That's awesome, man. So let's just say a few words of admiration for Stu and Terry Warner for having you here as a vendor.
Yeah, absolutely. Stu and Terry, this has been a great event. I love the chiropractic industry, and I love what you guys are doing throughout your entire business and this conference. It delivers a ton of value, and I couldn't be happier to have our business here representing you guys. Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close out by saying if you guys need any digital footprint update within the chiropractic space, reach out to Natalie at Local Gold. They're the #1 digital marketing company for chiropractors. It's Natalie at localgold.com. And if you guys haven't checked out Chiro Hustle, that's my flagship show. Come over and check out chirohustle.com. Like us, comment, share. Do something to integrate with me because I am your fearless leader, and I love and appreciate every single one of you. And you guys are just one story away. Keep hustling. We'll see you guys on the next one.